with the old. It's gotta go. Old vintage coffee table is a thing of the past. I was using it for a TV stand, and it's gotta go because new things are coming. Got a lot going on. Between that, my daughter's car, got a lot going on. Two old mats that were under my computer desk that I rolled my chair on. I didn't see their better days, so just another victim of the out with the old operation. Alright, what's up there, people? 100 Spoke Riders here, and this is the start, man. This is the start of the newest project. Plan is to update the living room. It's taken a lot just to get to this point, to pull all the crap out of it. There's a lot of stuff I had to pull out. That didn't sound right. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff. My daughter over there on my computer. There was a lot of stuff I had to move out of this living room just to get to this point. It was very hard work. But here we are. I still got to get my computer out of there and my computer desk and this hot mess of a wire system back here. Never mind that. My daughter is picking out fanny packs. So I still got my desk is looking crazy. I gotta clean the desk up, but as you see, this carpet is looking horrible. This is what it looks like after 12 years of wear and tear and living in the desert. This is about where it's at. It's stained, it's tattered, and it's time to go. Most likely there will not be getting replaced with carpet. It'll either be getting replaced with tile or wood floors. Anything you want to say?
You should say the carpet is crusted, dusted, and rusted.
Say that again.
The carpet is crusted, dusted, and rusted.
Okay, I had that clip in there. So this is the start of it. There was a bunch of stuff all right there. A big main TV, the small TV. Anybody that's really seen my Instagram stories or my Snapchat stories, you should already know what it used to look like over there. So there's no before and after happening. But the first order of business is to get this room cleaned out, and that's what I did. I cannot take this out yet because this is for the cable system, the TV cable. And if I unplug this, none of the other TVs will work in the house. So for now, I gotta leave that hooked up. But the next order of business is to rip this carpet up. Well, I gotta bust that down too, but as soon as my daughter's done taking her sweet time so I can order something off of Amazon, I can shut this down because it's gonna be down for a while. So I'm trying to get her to rush.
Okay, I'm almost done.
And hurry up and pick out what she wants.
I've chosen a fanny pack, but now I have to choose the color.
But she's taking her sweet time.
Yeah.
Why? Why though?
Fanny packs are serious. It's a serious ordeal.
All for a fanny pack. Anyway, there you go, people. Not much going on right now. I've just been busting this down a little bit at a time. Downstairs is looking, oh my God, it's looking a hot mess. All the stuff is right there. Half the stuff is upstairs. But you get the idea. As soon as she's done, break down the desk, rip up the carpet. Okay. The next victim of the out with the old pile. The old computer desk has definitely seen its better days. I'm gonna keep that though. Oh, I almost forgot. My made in the USA vice grip. Definitely want that. Can't believe the things I used to do, boy. Well, this is very interesting. I got all the carpet up, but I think I'm done with carpet. This is all the dirt and dust that was laying underneath the carpet and the pad that the vacuum cleaner didn't get over the last 10 plus years. Out with the old. Yep. That's the quick way to do it. Okay, out with the old pile is getting bigger and bigger. Got some new bookcases coming, so don't need that no more. Okay, what's up there, people? As you see, it looks a little bit different from the last video I did. A couple days have went by, and so far I have stripped out all the carpet, all the padding, stripped off the curtains off the walls, and stripped down this these blinds, sliding door blinds, which will all be getting replaced with new stuff. I got a few new things already I picked up. I got a few new things already. Got 2 new ceiling fans here. This will be replacing these white old crusty ceiling fans that's been here since the house has been built. About 12 years ago, I want to say. And yeah, so these ceiling fans, I'll get into more detailed video about them later. And I also picked up, I figured out what color, I figured out what the right color is going to be. And I got a 5-gallon bucket of paint. Also got some spackles, patch up some holes in the wall. Do some drywall, got some drywall tape, and I got some spreaders, and this is just something to stir the paint in the bucket. Speaking of the spackle and the drywall tape, we had a little problem with some water. Had a little water issues upstairs in one of the bathrooms. Word of advice, never use Drano when your shower or bathtub has plastic pipes. Too much Drano on plastic pipes and your pipes will bust and leak everywhere. So yeah, that's what happened right here. I gotta fix that right here. And I gotta fix this right here. Handyman guy had to cut a hole in it. Had a little square hole to fix the pipe, replace the pipe that was busted. He basically told us don't use Drano excessively anymore because you have plastic pipes. And plastic pipes and Drano don't mix. So the goal is to fix that right there, and get the painting. Okay, people, let me show you what's going on here. Pick this back up. This is the molding that went on the bottom of the baseboard here. And I got all that molding out of there. And there were a lot of these nails right here that were stuck in the molding. And I had to go along the whole wall and pull them out, the ones that were left over. So I got all these baseboards out. We're gonna have to buy some new baseboards. I'm not really feeling these anymore. They're dirty, they're crusty. And I mean, yes, I could technically sand them and clean them up and put them back on there, but it's not that serious. Baseboards don't cost that much. Plus, I wanna probably go a different shape on the baseboards. I'm not sure if I'm gonna put the little border up on top there yet, but you know, I'm just kind of winging it right now. But one thing I did have to do, I talked about this earlier, is we had a little leak incident because of some using way too much Drano upstairs, and the plastic pipes ate through the plastic pipes, and you know, yada yada yada. But oh crap, stepping on stuff. But anyway, we had a guy come, some kind of plumber, handyman type of deal, come and fix the pipe. But you know, we just wanted to get the pipe fixed so the water would stop dripping because it was dangerously close to my computer. But anyway, when he came, he basically cut this little square out because the pipe he fixed was right there. And when he cut the square out, he put the square back, but he used 2 little paint sticks. He took these 2 little paint sticks and basically, let me show you how he had it. He had the 2 little paint sticks. He screwed them into the drywall and then put the piece on top of it and drilled it like that. But of course, they're little paint sticks, and this one stick broke. And basically, the piece had broke, the paint stick had broke, and the piece was hanging off, about to fall off. So I looked up a few videos on YouTube. I mean, I had an idea how to do it, but I knew I didn't want to use these paint sticks anymore, and since I was going to just basically throw these out, I found a piece that was close to the size I needed and was like, hey, I'll use one of these pieces right here. You know, so it kind of works out for the best. And what I did is I just used that piece right there. It's a lot sturdier than the two little paint sticks. The piece is wider and thicker, so I put these two screws right there to hold that in like so. Now, of course, I didn't really have any official drywall screws. Well, these are the two screws that was already there. He had holding the paint stick in. This whole little thing is he only had like 3 screws in there, and all 3 of them were different sizes. So I used the 2 biggest screws to hold that main piece in, and that main piece is pretty sturdy, way sturdier than paint sticks were. And I ended up having to use these outdoor screws that I used to build the poles for the sun canopy. They're not really drywall screws, but I believe they're gonna work. And my goal is I'm trying not to go and buy no more stuff because I'm tired of spending money on every little thing. So the plan is basically I'm just gonna take this piece and put that back up there and run 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, hold this piece in there. And that's the next stage of getting this hole covered up. I do got some drywall tape. I will be going around the joints, and this little other piece that got messed up during the water, I pulled the drywall tape, the old drywall tape, it was sagging. So I pulled it down, and I'll put some new drywall tape up there and try to get this fixed so I can keep going and start getting ready to sling some paint. So I can't really do this holding this camera, and I don't believe it's that serious for me to have to run upstairs and get the tripod and try to set this up. There's a ton of videos on YouTube showing you how to do this type of work, so this is not really a how-to video. This is just giving you a little update of showing you where I'm at with the project, what's going on. Slowly but surely, I'm just knocking stuff out. I slowed down a lot because the guy came in yesterday, took all the measurements for the floor, and now we're just waiting on him to schedule us in to come install this floor. Man, wait till you guys see this floor. I think this floor is pretty cool. Okay, got the patch, I got the patch in there. Once I got in there, I realized there was a sliver piece that's missing. I remember it. I remember that piece now. I threw that piece out, not knowing what that piece was for, because like I said, this had all fell back behind my old computer setup. So I was like, huh, what's this piece? I don't know, I threw it away. In retrospect, I should have kept that piece, but the piece is gone. I do got a plan to fill in that gap a little bit more with something more than just all spackle. I'm gonna use this old mesh material. I know it looks a little rough, but it's still good. This is an old, came with an old patch kit when we did the room upstairs. It's old, it's stained, but it's still good. It's gonna work for what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna cut that shape out in that patch and kind of wedge that in there before, so that way I'm just not filling it up with all spackle. And the next stage of this is really, before I even do all that, I'm gonna take the sander and sand all this down so I can smooth out some of them edges, because I gotta sand all this from right here. I'll probably use some 80, not 80, but some 60 grit, real rough, just to get, just to have something so the spackle will have something to grab onto, It's really not necessary, it's kind of overkill, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And I'm just gonna knock this down, knock that down, knock that down, and I'm good to go. I'm spending my Saturday morning just putting in a little weekend work, trying to get this these bad spots in this ceiling patched up. What fun. One thing I do like about this stuff is it goes on pink and it dries white. So this is just the first really light skim coat to get it all smashed into between the mesh of that drywall tape. But it's coming along, man. Okay, just got back from the Lowe's with a few more pieces to add to the collection. Stuff we're gonna need to finish this room. Spackle's almost dry. Still a little pinkish in some spots, but it's getting there. Back at it again. And it's almost time to start slinging some paint. Gotta pull these fan blades down. Add a little bit more spackle here and there. But it's coming along. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick little update on this room. There has a lot of stuff that's been happening, but I just ain't had time to really film anything because I've been doing updates in between other things. Got the paint open. I'll talk more detail on the paint after I show you the second coat. This is the first coat, which was pretty light, but you know, when you're going from a light color to a dark color, I like to put one light coat on. Just a quick light coat to start off with, and I come back over it with a second heavier or medium heavy style other coat. Took the fan blades off, but the color turned out pretty good. I wasn't sure where I wanted to stop this color at. I didn't want it to bleed all off into the kitchen, so ordered a trim piece, and I'm waiting for that to come in before I get too far along on this. The dilemma is though, it's like, where do you stop it up here? Ooh, that's dark, I can barely see. Okay, there we go. Where do you stop it up here? That's where I really wasn't 100% sure of how I was gonna do it until I did it. And I knew this right here was gonna stop right here, but this was the wall that I had little problems with. I stopped this right on this edge right here. I decided to paint this door. I know it looks a little crazy right now, but remember, this is just one real light, quick coat. So now, I was gonna try to use a trim piece and run it along down side here, but I think I changed because I really didn't want to pull up these steps. I didn't want to have to deal with these steps right now, because the step still has carpet on it, but I just don't think it's gonna look right, because if you're gonna be in here in the living room, and you're gonna look around and be like, oh yeah. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's like half a wall painted and the other half still white and crusty. This I could kind of get away with. I'm gonna leave that white for now. When I start painting up here, I don't know what color it's gonna be, but that'll be that wall right there. But as far as this wall, I wanted to keep going. In order to keep going, there's no way around it. I'm gonna have to put up these steps, because what I didn't want to happen is I didn't want to paint, and then when I do pull up the steps, it'll all be white behind here, because that's pretty thick carpet, about that thick. So I'm gonna have to pull up these steps. That's where I'm at now. So the plan is I'm gonna pull up the carpet on these steps, and I'm just gonna keep on going with this gray all along here, and then I'm just gonna stop it. Focus. There you go. I'm gonna stop it right there. Stop it right there. So there you go. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little update of what's going on with the living room rebuild. All right, people, it's a little bright in here. Kind of wreaks havoc on the cameras because it's going from crazy bright to crazy dark. So the focus is going in and out, but might change that. That's just that little cheap window film. Might change that. Not sure yet. Haven't found another film that I'm really in love with. So might leave this on. Oh, come on, focus. Might leave this. Might not. Not sure yet. Oh, new fan blades are coming. And I know it's looking a little dusty, but there was a spot that was bad up there. I had to resand it and then repaint that spot. That's a whole different thing right there, but it's coming along. Slowly but surely it is coming along. Little by little, step by step, we'll get there one day. All right, Huntsville Riders, kind of late in the day, but my mission for right now is I'm trying to pull this carpet off these steps. I wasn't gonna do that at first, but I don't know. This the only way I can make this right is to keep on going with the color and stop it right there. So this carpet has to go. There you go, pull that carpet, girl. All right, pull it, pull it.
Ew, ew, ew.
Do it for the gram, pull it. You did it. See, that was easy, wasn't it?
So much dust came off of that. That was
Easy peasy. Yeah. Awful lot of dirt, grime, dust, nails, staples, and all the above. Gotta clean it up now. Rare occasion, Danielle doing some work. Oh my gosh. You almost killed me with the vacuum. What are you doing? What are you trying to do?